feeling? Everybody ready? Okay, Coach, just start with an opening statement following Buffalo's 71-64 win over Rutgers.
First and foremost, happy birthday to Deanne Keller, best SWA in the country. Very thankful to be working with you every day, Dan. Hope that was a great birthday present for you. No, just really thankful to still be able to wake up today and play basketball. You know, we're almost approaching April, and we're still a team that's practicing together and playing, and you know, that's first and foremost. But secondly, to play at a place like Buffalo, where the crowd is what it is, the support is what it is. No matter who the opponent was today, I feel like that support would have been there no matter what. But the fact that the opponent was a Power 5 level opponent, and we were able to pull out a win on our home floor and show that we belong with the best, I think is really, really special. Credit to them. They play hard. They're big. They're athletic. Gave us a really, really, really good run for our money for the majority of that game. But ultimately, like we have done all year, we're able to pull it out and tough it out at the end, and just find a way to persevere. You know, down double digits, that's nothing new for us. We've been here before multiple times. Just extremely proud. You know, Chella doing what Chella does. Tara just staying ready. You know, she's made huge shots for us the last couple games, and she's been a difference maker this year when she comes in and makes shots. It adds a whole new dimension to our team. So, and I just am thankful to be sitting up here with these two, and it's been full circle this year for me, and just really, really love these guys a lot, and glad we're finishing this thing out all together.
Becky, I don't want to ask Chella and Tara this year. First off, what does it mean for this team to be among the final four teams in the WNIP?
Yeah, if you're in the Final Four of anything, I think that's a really impressive thing, and I think, you know, the fact that we came into this tournament off of somewhat of a letdown in the MAC tournament shows that we're able to turn the page and value what we have still, a chance to play for a championship. I think a WNIT championship would scratch a similar itch that a MAC championship would. It's really special. It's really impressive. And we're having to beat a variety of different teams. We're having to beat Power 5 level opponents, other mid-major conferences that are really, really good. So this has been a fun tournament to just regroup, re-game plan. And it keeps it interesting. You know, it's not playing an opponent for the third or fourth time. So it's been really, really exciting. And I know they were really up for this game today, and they showed it.
Tell the same question. What does this mean for you and for your team to be among the Final Four?
It's a good thing for this program, good thing for just our crowd and just us individually. Just coming to practice every day, just knowing that we can still play, and it's some teams that's not able to play right now, and we're just coming to practice happy. And I think it shows out there on the court that, like, the team in the WNIT, we don't have to be the most talented. It's the ones who care the most, who wants to keep playing at this time, and I think it's us.
Tara, the same question for you, from your perspective.
Yeah, all weekend practice coach has been saying, like, we're the last MAC team standing pretty much of men and women. So I think it's just, it really goes to show, like, our grit and how much we really want to be here. And it's really hard to win. So we do it together and we get the dub.
Chella, what did it mean to you and your teammates, having the opportunity coming into this game, play another home game, winning the other night, and then to take advantage of it with a win that keep your season going?
We couldn't wait to come back home to our crowd to give them something to watch. Obviously, we wanted to win. We knew our crowd was going to show up for us, and ultimately, we went to practice. We went hard, and we knew what we was getting ourselves into. And I'm just so proud of us for getting the win.
And it's become a recurring storyline. But I could just ask you again, what do you guys do as a team to come back when you're down 10, 11, 12 points in the second half, later and later into the season against, you know, stakes are higher?
We get tighter on defense. Coach get us in that circle. She tell us what she need, and we just give it to her.
Becky, how do you feel about that? Would you like to maybe get the lead earlier in the next game, or do you like how this keeps playing out?
I actually would prefer not to have a lead with this team. I'm not even joking. Every team's so unique. Every team's so different. As long as it's within reach, you know, reasonable, I feel like this team always feels like they can win, especially in that second half, and we play a little bit more desperate. We play a little tougher, get a little spicier. We don't usually do that with a lead, except for the other night at Southern Indiana. We did a great job for 40 minutes, but I'm just going to, at this point, it's April. I'm going to let them keep being who they are, hoping we keep pull these out. I don't know if we're changing our trend right now from what we've done all year, which is just come back and be the comeback kids.
Tara, what was the biggest difference between the first and second halves for your team?
I think it was just our intensity. I think we upped the pressure. I think we're a second half team all around in general, but I think it just really goes to show, like, when it gets in the crunch time, like, we show up and we're going to get the job done and we're going to finish tight.
Becky, this thing being, how valuable was Tara's play off the bench? Not just the threes, but she had a couple really solid defensive plays that helped preserve it. How valuable was her play in the second half?
Huge. Spark we needed. Came in, competed defensively. I've coached Tara her whole career harder than I've coached any other player, especially on the defensive end, and she shows up in the moments where she needs to. And, I looked at her and I said, they're going at you, take it personal. And I think she did, and she's done it. She's done that, time and time again this year. This wasn't the only instance where Tara's come up with some really good defensive stops in the second half. So the shots, obviously, we know that's who she is, but she does so much more for our team, and just thankful I get to watch it.
Like you said on the mic after the game, this isn't like this everywhere. Could you expand on that, and why was it important to kind of say that to the crowd tonight?
I want everybody in the city of Buffalo and everybody that cares about our program and everybody that's excited about our program to know that we hear them, we see them, we feel them. It is not like this everywhere. We go into gyms where there's a couple hundred people. This city is special, this fan base is special, this university is special, our team is special. That's the reason that I'm here, and that's the reason I'll be here as long as I need to, because there's not many places that are better than this. And I know our players appreciate it, I certainly appreciate it, and there's not much else to say other than it is not like this everywhere. And we're grateful for being at a place that provides everything that this university does and this city does for our program. We feel the love. And it's carried us through a lot this year.
And Chella, your coach made a really good point about, you're facing all these different types of teams. You've got the A10, you've got Southern Indiana, you've got a Big Ten team as well. What does that say about your team, especially at this time of year, that you can adjust so well? And this kind of, you don't have the, I guess, monotony, for lack of a better term, of the MAC schedule.
Our prep, our coaches get us ready. It hasn't been a game we haven't been ready for. So it don't matter the opponent. Our coaches, they go, they do what they do, and they just give it to us. We take it all in, we soak it in, and we understand that the coaches know what it takes to win, and we do it as a team. It don't matter the opponent, it's just the prep.
What was it in particular about the prep for Rutgers that you felt, really boosted you guys?
Just defense, boxing out, knowing that they were bigger than us, but we were more disciplined, and discipline wins all the time. So just listening to coach and just buying into what the coaching staff says, and we just follow the game plan.
Any other questions for coach or the players? All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.